GM, it's Chris. And if you've been struggling with being busy, like you're running a coaching business, a consulting business, or you're an entrepreneur, a new entrepreneur, existing entrepreneur with some kind of business, but you are busy all the time, and it seems like you can't even get a sliver of time out of your day to breathe, right? Then this video is for you because I've done some interesting observations about this in myself as well. And when I'm reaching out to other people, other clients, and working with clients, is that everyone seems so busy all the time and they don't have time. And that never really made any sense in my mind. Like, I think and I believe that if you are so busy in your business that you can't really take time out or time to do stuff, then you're probably not really running the business. The business is most likely running you. And they're most likely tasks that you're either running away from, you're not really doing, you are behind on, or you are procrastinating on. So in this video, I will talk about something called the theory and principle of asymmetric gains. And that's what helped me a lot to unlock focus on specific high leverage tasks, HTVs, in order to move forward with the confidence and, don't be swamped with work. Yes, we all have some kind of delivery of value we need to provide to people who pay us, and that is fine. That is totally fine. We can talk about that as well, because then it's essentially about productizing your offers as well. So it takes less time, but it brings even more value to the people. But let's start from the start. So asymmetric gains, what is that? Asymmetric gains, I believe that the founder of Amazon, he was the one who talked about, pitching a bat. When someone in baseball or something like that, they throw a ball, you take and you pitch, right? And you swing and you miss the ball, and you swing and miss the ball. But the first key insight here is that the more you swing, the more often you swing, the higher the likelihood that you will hit a home run, right? It's just simple math. Like you're swinging, you're swinging, you're swinging, and becomes a home run. And if you are swinging at the right stuff, that can give you a home run. That is where the asymmetric gains comes in. So for example, shooting a YouTube video in this case, in this moment in time, is an asymmetric gain type of tasks that I am doing. And I'm doing it the first thing in the morning as well. Once I have my morning coffee, my bulletproof coffee. I don't know if that is popular anymore, but this really gets me going in the morning. So it's really nice for energy and mood. But identifying your high leverage tasks and what they are, and then just executing on those. Like, how busy can you actually be? Like, shooting a YouTube video should not take you longer max than an hour, right? But the asymmetric gains down the line is very high. Like one video could pop off and lift the entire channel, which brings you a lot of traffic, which you can feed into your sales process, and then you can start booking calls and selling even more, right? And growing your business. So just pitching every day with a YouTube video, just one key leverage task can be the entire thing that fuels your business. So back to the busy entrepreneur who is so busy and like, oh, I don't have time, I don't have time, I can't even check my emails, right? How busy do you actually need to be? Are you really doing the key tasks you need for your business, or are you just swamped with busy work which doesn't really do anything really for your business? So identifying the key task that moves the business forward and what you are actually really, really, really good at, what people really value in you and from your business. I think that focusing in on finding those needles in the haystack of what actually really moves the needle, that is where you should put all of your focus and attention, right? For the asymmetric gains. This might be different for everyone else. I know some funnels where the asymmetric gains for them is just to post content on X and like one content piece and one light offer to join a newsletter so that they grow their newsletter list. So an asymmetric gain for someone else can be to wake up in the morning and sit down and write one email, because they know that if they do this email, that fuels their entire back end of their business. It grows the email list, which means that they can make an offer to the email list and they can make money and get clients. So the lever moving task in that scenario is writing an email. A YouTube video can be also turned into an email if it is packed with an insight and some kind of offer as well. By the way, if you need help with identifying your key tasks in your business and just streamlining your marketing with a copywriter and marketing strategist, just book a call with me below. That's a quick shameless plug, but if you want to work with me, essentially just like click the link below and you will find more information. But asymmetric gains, so this can be different for a lot of people, and also the delivery of what you are offering people. Now, I'm not talking to e-com people here, right? Because that's quite straightforward. They get a product and they're satisfied, right? In that case, customer service could be a big lever point, right? A big high value task, and then just driving more attention to that product. But in any case, I believe that in any business, for to be profitable, there are just like a few handful of like key moving tasks, like high value tasks, high leverage tasks that you need to focus on for this thing to grow. The rest that you do all day, every day to stay busy, I believe you don't really even need to do them, right? You can either automate them with AI, because AI and automation is here. You can outsource, you can delegate, you can eliminate everything that you really don't need to do to deliver the value that people pay you for. Obviously, you probably have some kind of skill. So I'm talking pretty much to the past self of myself, who was stuck in a job and then started on entrepreneurial path, quit his job, and then, started to get into the groove, right? But you will be surprised how many business owners I speak to who are just so busy. And I don't really understand what they are busy with. Like, it seems like they're just running around in circles. Honestly, you don't need to do that much in order to be profitable. So that's the asymmetric gains side of things. So are you every day hammering down on the key tasks that moves the lever for your business? Do you even know which of these tasks they are? It might be for, I don't know, like a blogger or someone who is getting traffic through Google, because I used to blog a lot before. Then the key task is to just ensure that you have a system that pumps out content every day and that they pretty much link to wherever they need to link. There's not much more to it. If you are a coach or a consultant, you probably just need to drive traffic to a sales page and a sales process which isn't broken. So your key lever task there is to create content, right? Or a YouTube video or stuff like that. And then thinking about the key tasks where you have the most energy as well, because I don't know how most people work nowadays, and I think entrepreneurs, they're kind of like all over the place, working and grinding 24/7. You really don't need to do that as well, because your mind is the freshest and you have like the most energy units the time that you wake up. Like, let's say that you wake up and you have 100 units of energy in your mind. That's just how it works, and it drains over time as you progress during the day. That's why putting away like high level moving tasks or stuff that you really don't want to do but moves the business forward to the afternoon or to the evening, then you are messed up. You will not do it, you will procrastinate, you will hit the resistance to do the work, and everything just gets pushed up, and you get the thought in your mind like, oh, maybe tomorrow, And tomorrow is the death sentence of anyone who is in business. So you really want to avoid that. Even the founder of Amazon, if something comes up during the day that is a critical decision that needs to be made for the business, he will not do it that day. He will schedule it for the next day when he wakes up, has 100% energy of like time, attention. He's the freshest and clearest in his mind, right? And then he will tackle that task, which is the highest level task, in the morning. Like I think it was 10 a.m. or something like that. That's when he works the absolute best. And if you are kind of like a new entrepreneur or you are an existing entrepreneur, but you also have a job, I used to have a job as well, so I know kind of like how it is. Then the only option is to schedule the high level work before you go to the work. Now, this is kind of like not the target market I'm speaking to, but that's just some insights and some tips I can share. So, what are your highest leverage tasks that you need to do in your business to move it forward? I know for myself and through the entire funnel of traffic, sales process, and delivering value, there are some things that needs to be in place, like a business model, the sales process itself with the website, with the copywriting, with the copy to convey the value, and then the traffic to drive it to there, right? So where are you lacking, right? For me, I have the conversion process in place. I know my value as a copywriting and a marketing strategist. So delivering marketing services for people, driving results, getting clients. So all of that is fine and done. For me, it's driving traffic. So what is the highest level task for me to do on any single day while sitting down and recording a YouTube video like this? And from there, you can start to work on smaller tasks, but essentially, do you even need more than this? No, not really. Obviously, you need to find the topics to talk about, the titles. So that requires a lot of time and energy as well. But besides that, like, is there anything really else to do besides client acquisition and client service? No, not really. All right. I hope this tip was helpful to anyone that is watching, and I will see you in the next video.